Need everyone to take like one step. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Amazing.
Thank you. If you want to start YouTube this year, you are going to first get out of your own way and make sure you watch this video from start to finish, because I'm dropping the trade secrets, honey. Let's start off by releasing the cringe feeling you have, the ick of starting a YouTube channel or starting on social media in general. I'm gonna be sharing 5 top tips on how to get started on YouTube this year. I've been on YouTube since 2017, and I was doing it pretty much on the weekends just as a passion project, because like you, I consume YouTube a lot, especially back then, but I always felt like, man, I do want to give this a shot. This is something that I feel I could do. But then once you start, you're just like, whoa, there's actually a lot to this. So I'm going to show you guys what I've done and what has helped me and the things to kind of avoid if you want to take this seriously this year. So this is pretty much a video that I wish I watched before starting my YouTube channel. Starting with tip number 5, something that has helped me tremendously, and not a lot of creators talk about this: start journaling your day in video format. Speaking in front of a camera is incredibly nerve-wracking. When I finally made the decision that I was gonna start YouTube, I was like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna do this. Let's give it a go. But what ended up happening was I wasn't confident speaking in front of a camera. And I started doing a lot of this, where I was looking at the viewfinder because we want to make sure we're in focus and things like that. But that took me away from engaging with my audience, like looking at you one-on-one, because I want to talk to you, you know what I mean? But like, it was still veering off to the side and kind of speaking to myself, because let's be honest, I'm in a room speaking to an object. But what gets people engaged in your content is making your audience feel like you're talking to them. So that's a lot of the feedback that I got once I changed this one thing. So speaking in front of the lens has helped me out tremendously, but it only took practice when I started recording videos on my phone and kind of doing journal entries of what my day today was like I went to grab a coffee, I went to go see a friend, or I went for a walk and things like that. I never posted those videos. It was just to get me into practice of recording myself and feeling comfortable with just speaking in front of a camera. Don't overwhelm yourself about editing software. Don't overwhelm yourself about equipment and lighting just yet. Master and get more comfortable with speaking in front of a camera. Tip number 4 is my favorite, and it is literally grabbing what you already have to record the content that you want to record. What I really liked about YouTube at the time was I wanted to start creating videos about what I really liked, which was a lot about beauty, hair care, and skincare. So I started taking products that I already owned and started making videos about that. But I had like a wish list of brands that I want to work with: Anastasia Beverly Hills, Laura Mercier, Fenty, and things like that. And the best advice I can give about working with brands is creating the content that brands would want to see. I started creating videos that would appeal to brands that would want to work with me, but also at the same time maintaining my integrity and being very authentic with the beauty reviews and the skincare reviews, because if I like the product enough, then I'm going to share it with you. I started creating videos that brands would want on their page. So for instance, a great example of this, I know it's super simple, but brands love it when there is one shot of their product. So for instance, if I have a lip liner that I keep getting asked about and I really like, I'll have a tight shot of the lip liner like this. I'll have a tight shot of the lip liner. This also could work on your phone as well. And I'll also do something like this as well. And then if I could grab a tight shot of applying it on my lips, brands absolutely love that. But I also really love when I see that too. You have to look at it as a consumer as well. As a consumer, I like seeing those tight shots of the product because I want to make sure it's right before I purchase it. So I would highly recommend take the products or the items, whether it's books or beauty or skincare. I'm coming from the lifestyle sort of space, but if you're into tech, if you're into anything, just grab it, talk about it, and then put it out there. I would highly recommend starting out with products that you already own. Nothing makes me more happier than sharing with my audience products that have worked well for me and could potentially work well for them. That ties in your audience more than ever, but the way that you film it, having a tight shot, having a wide shot, is something that would appeal to potential brands and collaborations as well, if that is your goal. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the trade secrets, honey. This is really nitty gritty. Tip number 3 is to meet other creators. It might make you feel a little bit weird, but we have to get out of our comfort zone. We're already out of our comfort zone if we're gonna start YouTube this year anyway. But tip number 3 is to connect with other creators. Connecting with other creators has brought me like just such an incredible experience being in this space. Once you start doing this, you are alone. I'm alone in this room. Like, it's just me and you, clearly, but recording this, it's solo dolo. So it is very isolating. So once you get into spaces where you're meeting other creators, they're excited to see you, you're excited to see them. And it's kind of nice to bounce ideas off of one another and potentially collaborate with people too. I've had the most amazing experiences with connecting with creators, being open with creators, kind of asking them what works, what doesn't work, any advice, kind of seeking help essentially at the end of the day. I've met other creators that are in the tech space, that are in the music space, that are in the food space. It's been kind of nice to hear what sort of tools they use, what workflow they have, what kind of got them inspired to do this in the first place. I would highly encourage you guys to even shoot them a DM. If there's someone that you admire also, there's nothing wrong with sharing your admiration, number 1, and 2, kind of, sharing your interest and maybe wanting to have a coffee chat and stuff like that. I will preface this by saying not everybody's gonna say yes, not everybody's gonna respond, but at least you're kind of trying. Okay, so tip number 2, oh my God. So tip number 2 is to apply for creator programs. There are a ton of creator programs that you can apply for. There's one with YouTube, there's one with Pinterest, with Sephora, there's one with Facebook and TikTok. I've applied for most of the ones that I've mentioned, but I've only got accepted to one. I got to work with YouTube, and that has been an incredible experience. I was one out of 20 creators to get accepted into YouTube's accelerator program here in Toronto. And I got to meet creators across Canada that were also accepted into this program as well. From that program, I got opportunities to work with YouTube, which is wild to me because I never thought I'd do things like public speaking and like having emails back and forth with these people. It's kind of crazy. Also, praise God. But at the same time, if I didn't step out of my comfort zone and apply for these programs and kind of push myself to do speaking engagements and things like that, nothing would happen. So I encourage you guys, again, I know you kind of still feel a bit of an ick. Your stomach's probably turning the minute you hit record on your phone, but the best advice that I can give you is there's no shame in you trying at something publicly. I feel like that's what hindered me the most, because it's like, man, I might mess up, or my audio might not be good, my quality might not be good. I promise you, the first video that I've made, the first few videos that I made were not good. They were not up to this standard. And who knows, in the next 5 years from now, I'm gonna look at this video being like, oh, the quality wasn't that great. But I love the quality, like, you know what I mean? People seeing you try at something is nothing to feel shame about. It's you growing, you evolving, and trying something new. That is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Who knows if this is gonna lead to anything? Who knows if this is gonna I don't know, but what I do know is I would have really regretted not trying, because it would have been really weird opening up the YouTube app and not giving this a go. Do you know what I mean? This year you're gonna do it, period. You have my encouragement. If you guys wanna drop your YouTube channels in the comment section down below, I will subscribe to your YouTube channel just to give you that initial support, because I've had opportunities this year where I've done consulting with creators that kind of want to get started but are really nervous to get started. So the one thing that kind of gets them like, oh, okay, is when I say, okay, well, here's my phone, give me your YouTube channel and I'll subscribe right now. The thing that gets people in their own way is feeling that, oh, if I start from zero, then nobody's gonna watch my videos. Like, what's it all for? honey, everybody starts from zero. Like, that's the best thing that I could, like, everybody starts from zero. So if that's the only thing that is stopping you from trying this, then I'll subscribe to your channel. Doing the program and learning so much about YouTube, analytics, retention, color theory, everything has been amazing, but that snowballed into actually working with YouTube, with consulting other creators, doing public speaking. Like, it's been amazing. I'm not gonna lie, but it was really only because I tried and I applied. And applying for programs and not getting in to certain programs shouldn't stop you from either applying again and applying to other opportunities as well. Because you never know. You never know. And number one, you have to time block your calendar. It's the best. Put your phone, your iPad, all your devices on Do Not Disturb and just record. For context, today is a Monday. I know this video is gonna be going out on Sunday, and I have my iPad right in front of me for notes. I have my phone upstairs. I don't have any sort of distractions, and the iPad is on Do Not Disturb, period. That is the best advice that I can give you, because this allows me to fully stay focused on the video that I need to record. It saves me a bunch of time, and I can also batch content as well. What I used to do was I would record, if my posting day was Sunday, I've been guilty of this, I've recorded, edited, and posted the same day. And that is just something that I don't want to do. There's just, no. Having a schedule around your filming, having a schedule around editing and things like that really does make a difference. And the only way to do that is time blocking. People around you will also respect your time as well. You yourself are respecting your time, and you're getting the things that need to get done.